So Chris Spiker, we're on Avenue I, busy Avenue I. This is now a Del Taco, but back in the late 70s and into the 80s, it was Naugles. Was it Naugles number 1?
No, actually it was one that Riverside was the very first Naugles.
Yeah.
And then you had one in El Centro, and then you had one more down in Colton before it came up to Lancaster here. So this is about number 4.
We'll call it Naugles number 4, right on Avenue I in Lancaster. And I think it's a pretty nice AV story. We're going to talk with Bob Alvis here in just a second. This is Bob Alvis. We're standing in front of Naugles. Tell us about it.
Wow, Naugles, this is an icon to the Antelope Valley. And if you were a cruiser and a late night moviegoer for the drive-ins and stuff, this was the place you came and hung out at in the 1970s and the 1980s. This was the hot spot for everybody in the Antelope Valley. And I was blessed because I was their first night grill cook when we opened in November of '72. The very first night they opened and stuff, I was in there flipping burgers, and I did that for a couple years here, off and on. So it's really, I'm very emotionally and mentally attached to this place in a roundabout way, and we're glad to kind of celebrate Naugles.
And you were you hired by Dick Naugles?
Dick Naugles was here, and I had the joy of being fired by him a couple times.
So you're going to have a reunion?
Yes, we are, and we're going to have it over at Coach's Restaurant there, and it's kind of a look back, and I'm going to take over the grill. We're going to do the OrtegaBurger, the crinkle cut fries, the hot fudge sundaes, and the pink lemonade. We will honor Lillian Swinson, one of the great legendary ladies in the Antelope Valley.
Yeah.
She's going to be there in health due. She's 92 years old.
Yep.
And we'd like to thank her for all the young men and women that she mentored through those years by giving their first job. All us teenage kids are out of control. She managed to get us on our feet and get us headed in the right direction.
Today we're at Coach's Sports Bar and Grill. The owner, Fred Frakes, has been good enough to donate his kitchen over to the Naugles Reunion.
Bob Alvis came to me. He worked there for 2 or 3 years. He's got all the secret recipes that Naugles had. It's all over the internet. We're having a bunch of guys, I mean, from all over Southern California at one time worked for Naugles are coming here. The lady that actually managed them, her name is Lillian, and none of us even knew she was still around. Turns out she's 92 years old, and we're going to have her in here today. Just talk to her and let her see some of the old crowd. I never worked there, but I sure ate there a lot and loved the food.
Well, and you have benefited from the hundreds of people that she must have trained.
Oh yeah, because we got some of them working here.
Yeah.
And Bob came to me with this idea of the Naugles Reunion, and we talked about it for, oh gosh, I bet you a year. And if it goes the way we're hoping it goes, then we plan on doing another one, and we're featuring the American kitchen today. We're planning on doing a Mexican kitchen on the next one, because we're not really set up to you know, do the whole menu. But we actually do have copies of the original menus in there, and the brought back old menus.
And Bob Alvis has all the secret recipes in his head.
Yes, he does, and he just got through mixing everything all up. Cooked a hamburger. Took him under 2 minutes to cook this hamburger.
He's still got it, doesn't he?
Oh, it brings back memories, let me tell you. Really cool, really cool. He's a lot of fun. Crazy food. And
I'm looking forward to the pink lemonade.
yeah, that was one of Naugles' signature. I mean, I didn't know this. Bob told me, but that was one of their signature things. Nobody had pink lemonade back then. They're, of course, I always just drank Cokes. But
you see the prices on the pink lemonade?
Yeah,
$15, $25, and the big one for $35.
35 cents, you know, and if you could afford it, you'd get it. That's crazy.
We're good.
The name is Christian Zebarth, working on bringing Naugles back. This event is part of kind of like the overall ramping up of it. Bob Alvis is doing the cooking. He had worked at Naugles before, and it's going well. The revival effort is going well.
Where do you live, Christian?
I live in Huntington Beach.
And you came up here for this?
Yeah.
Because this is like the biggest Naugles thing that we've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, well, from what I've heard, it's gotten bigger each year.
I want to turn this over to Lane Roth from Senator Steve Knight's office, and she's got a presentation to do here for you real quick, okay? This is Lane Roth.
Thank you, Bob. So, on behalf of Senator Knight, we're going to say thank you for serving the community and its residents while encouraging local youth in the pursuit of their dreams. Your commitment to others left a lasting impression on many who owe their success to your dedication to excellence. On behalf of Senator Steve Knight, in honor of your dedication, we'd like to present you with the Senate certificate. Thank you.
So how we doing, Chris?
Bob, we're doing great.
All right.
My Ortega was delicious, and the crinkle fries and the pink lemonade, and the hot fudge sundae with the peanuts.
That was key because those peanuts, you know, not a lot of people have that anymore. They don't do that. You know, so they got these concoctions of different parts stuff to go on there. So
Assorted nuts.
Exactly. So to keep it authentic, you've got to stick with who brought you to the dance, you know.
Yep.
And that's the way it always was. So. Regular Ortega fries up.
So
it's all good. It's Burger Bob back here. So
do you think Huell Hauser ever came to Naugles?
You know, I'm sure, and making his way around California's gold, I'm sure he must have hit, because we had a lot of Naugles in Southern California. So, you know, we had the one here in Lancaster, we had the one in Palmville, we had Victorville, we also had Barstow. We had Naugles in all those cities. That's as far north as it came into LA County. But you know what? It was a mainstay, and they were all over down south.
Yeah. So this is like a dream come true for you, isn't it?
Oh man, you know, I was just telling Fred today. It's like, you know, I'm 18, 19 years old again. I'm going to go home and find the Clearasil, okay? You know, from working over the greasy grill all day. But you know what it is? It's a lot of fun. When you come back to this and stuff, it's like going back in a time machine, you know? And it all comes back to you, you know? It's like, man, I haven't made Naugles burgers in, what, 40 years?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, when you start the process, you do something, it all just comes back. Even a simple thing like the bags. Where's those bags? You know, simple thing is a burger bag. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I had it drilled in my head and stuff. It was always this and pinch, put your fist in there, and then roll the burger into it.
Yeah.
And it was like boom, 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 boom.
And you can still find those bags?
Yes, we can. Something. It's the 5.5-inch bag, they call it. So, you know, we're almost out of food here, and I think it's about time for me to make my exit, you know, and I think Naugles will live on. And I can't wait to do our Mexican Naugles night and stuff with coaches. So I think I'm leaving and I'm gone. So we'll see you later.
Okay, let's flip the sign and turn the lights off.
Roger that. We're out.
One day, Bonnie and Clyde said to me, "Senor Naugles, what do we have to do to get a real Mexican taco? Rob a bank?" No, I said, "I'll sell you my crisp taco for 69 cents. 69 cents for a crisp tortilla filled with my seasoned ground beef, lettuce, cheese, and of course, I put tomatoes on my tacos." At 69 cents, Bonnie and Clyde thought my crisp tacos were a steal, so they stole them.
Senor Naugles Crisp Tacos, 69 cents for a limited time only.